Hey, Mark here. Today we're going to review a new toy I bought. Putting it off for several years. We got a really nice neighbor lets me borrow his. And thought we'd better get one of our own before I break that one. Anyway, what I got now is a log splitter. And I'm going to get a little review of it. I bought this particular one at Tractor Supply Company. And it's the same model, I believe, that Mills Fleet Farm has. Mills Fleet Farm calls theirs the Speeco. And Tractor Company calls theirs Huskee. So we're going to look it over, and whenever doing a job like this, you should have your safety glasses, have hearing protection, and a good pair of gloves. So, and also a little common sense. And hopefully I'm old enough now, I've got some. So we're going to look it over a little bit, and then we're going to split some wood. I've got 3 different varieties of wood here. I'm going to cut some cottonwood, cut down some cottonwood branches, big sized ones. I got some elm, and some people like to call it fish elm. And I also have a butternut. I had to cut my butternut tree down. It's kind of a shame, but it was dying. And there was nobody that wanted the wood for boards. So we're going to do 3 different woods, and we're going to check this thing out. First time I've used it today. Started it once and it pops right off. I'm expecting that to happen today. And okay, let's go. So here we have it, Huskee. It's a 22-ton log splitter, which seems for the average guy plenty of pressure. This one's got the Briggs & Stratton engine on it. They're 90cc. Let's see if we focus that in a little better. Stratton, easy starting. Started up in front here, back, whichever way you're looking at it, I guess. Got the primer bulb, it says 3 times. And you got your on-off switch here, fast. You can idle these down, that's what's nice. Some engines you can't idle down, and you start them up and they just run. I don't really like that. This one is vertical and horizontal. So you can just pull that pin out right there and we can tip it up. We'll see if I do that or not. Hydraulic, ram. Here's what this looks like. The splitter. It's got the wings and all that. Got a cradle here where the wood fits in, sets in really nice. And it's got wheels. You can take it, of course, take it out on the highway, but I think the speed on these wheels is only like 45 miles an hour, so probably want to stay off the highway. The nice thing about this one here, where I got it at Tractor Supply Company, they had the oil in it, hydraulic oil. They had all put together. These come partially unassembled. You have to assemble them yourself. And the engine was ready to go. They had oil in there. And the price there was, let's check this out. That sounds better than $2,000, I guess. And then you can get some special warranties, which I usually don't get. So, that's that. If I bought this at Fleet, it would have been $1,189. Not put together, that would have cost me another $75. And no hydraulic fluid in it, that would have cost me, I think that would have ran about $35 to $40. I'm not sure what they get for that. And I think it takes 4 gallons, but don't quote me on that. So we're going to start this baby up, and we're going to run some wood through it. got a chunk of butternut. Chunk of butternut that's not in it, branches. Cut some stringy old cottonwood. So, okay, there you have it. That split pretty easy. One big chunk of cottonwood gave me a little bit of a problem there. Other than that, it's doing good. And try to keep this a little bit short. You don't want to watch me split a whole cord of wood. And notice the only thing I noticed that I cut my wood a little smaller is we have to be careful that the wood isn't pinched in between these racks here. If it fits down in there, it ain't got room to split. So I had one that fit almost perfect in there and had a little problem with that. Other than that, I'm really satisfied with it. Ran good. Didn't take much warm-up time, and I would recommend it so far. Okay, I've been using this Huskee from Speeco, and got about maybe 2 to 3 face cords of wood split. Time to change the oil, a brand new engine, so I don't want to run the old oil too long. And I found something I do not like at all, and Speeco is going to have to rethink this. Changing the oil. We have 2 oil plugs. One you can see is right here. Can't get at it from the bottom. Can't get my wrench in there. The end of the wrench would just plug into that normally. If I had an extension, you can't get at it under there. I do have an extension, couldn't get at it under there. So the other one is okay, I tipped it up so it's easier to see, so I have to crawl on the ground. The other one is right in there. I got the plug out, most of the oil's out, there's just a little bit dripping. Now I've got this whole unit tilted up so it's at an angle. I had it setting down on the ground so it's flat. And the problem with that is, besides being somewhat of a tight spot to get into, right underneath it you got a hydraulic hose. And I don't know if it's just the way the guys put it together to put this unit together. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it probably has to go there. And my regular funnel did not fit under there. What I ended up doing was taking a, see this, oil container, cutting off the bottom, getting that up in there, lining it up, and then finish pulling the plug off. It's 20 ounces of oil, so luckily I could just catch it all in this oil container, kept the top on. But I'll tell you, they're gonna, Speeco is gonna have to rethink this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I could put an extension on here, bring it down so it's easier to get at. The thing is, you have to make sure there you don't unscrew the whole thing when you're trying to take the cap off. The other thing would be to cut that slot bigger. I'm not sure if that would do anything to the warranty or not. Said you could get a wrench in there and let that oil drain through there. Even there, we're going to have a little problem with the hose being pretty close to it. So, something I don't like about it. Other than that, it's been running good, splitting a lot of wood.